Hey y'all, Battlerapbae here. I know it's been a long time, long time. I've had a lot going on. So excuse my absence, but we back like we never left. Anyway, let's talk bars. Today was the Summer Madness event. And boy, shout out to URL because this was the event that all true battle rap fans have been waiting for. Like, I can say I'm proud of everybody who was on the card. Like, everybody did their thing. And this is the one that we have been waiting for. Like, real shit. This is the one we have all been waiting for. Every battle was fire to me. There was no chokes, very few stumbles. And you could tell everybody came very well prepared. And I like that. I love that. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a little brief recap. How I saw things. I didn't really get to do my prediction blog beforehand, but I've just had so much going on, y'all. You would never believe. But anyway, let's jump right into it. So, first battle was, of course, the finals for Ultimate Madness 2. And let me say this. After the first round of the tournament, watching Holmesy the God go into this tournament the way he did, I don't think anybody had Holmesy as a favorite to win this tournament. I'm just going to say that. And that's being honest. That's not being unfair. Like, everybody going to be on bro's side now because he won. But, like, just keeping it a band, Holmesy came out of nowhere. But I knew after that first showing that he was going to be a serious problem when it came to this tournament. And I've been telling people for weeks that I had Holmesy as a favorite to win the tournament. And he did not disappoint tonight. Bill Collector versus Holmesy, it was okay. It was a great start to the event. I was supposed to be in the building. Really didn't feel like making the drive, so I didn't. I really wish, looking back on things, that I would have, because y'all, this was a dope ass event. Like, it was dope all the way around. So, yeah, I gave Holmesy the win. Obviously, all 4 judges gave Holmesy the win. Yeah, in my opinion, it was a gentleman's 30. Bill Collector did all right, but yeah, I didn't really see Bill winning this tournament. I didn't even see Bill going to the finals, so that was a pleasant surprise. But he did make it. Yeah, but Holmesy took that battle, and rightfully so. I think he did a great job. What did they say? 12 battles, or 12 battles in 9 weeks, or 12 rounds in 9 weeks. These guys did their thing. Between the two of them, I don't think there were any chokes. Their whole showing of the tournament, which says something. Both of them deserve to be in the finals. And I was glad I got to watch it, you know. Holmesy didn't disappoint. I think he is somebody very new to watch. And as I was watching his last round, I was like, you know what? Bro manifested this win. I could see, like, from beginning to end, his ancestors were with him through this whole tournament. Like, he beat everybody, every opponent that he faced. And look, people had him losing to Danny Myers, and he beat Danny Myers. So I wasn't really surprised after that first showing. I know he surprised a lot of people by winning that $25,000, taking home that check. I'm extremely proud of him. Got an interview with Holmesy coming up this week. So I'll be sure to drop that on my channel. But yeah, great job. So very proud of Holmesy. And he did end up taking the win for Ultimate Madness 2. There was some talks about Holmesy and Fonz battling each other next. I think that would be interesting. I think Smack alluded to doing it on Champion. He was a little saucy, so I don't know if he was just talking or if that's something we could really look forward to. Either way, I'm here for it. I love to see it. Between the two, I still ride with Holmesy. Like, bro is on a run, like, and I really, really like what he's doing. All right, up next, we got to see the battle from Gnome 10 that we didn't get to see for whatever reason, and that was John versus Ill Will. Now, what I will say is, it was good to see this battle finally go down. Obviously, Ill Will won, and I gave him, again, a gentleman's 30. Will was super aggressive. Now, John is normally very hard to beat. He's a tactical, kind of witty, very smart with the bars. And Ill Will is known to be humorous and, again, tactical, super aggressive. And he did not disappoint this battle. Obviously, I gave him the battle 3-0. And yeah, I think it was a long-awaited battle since Gnome 10. There was so many issues. The issue with Ace Amin that happened for the first Ultimate Madness tournament that a lot of people alluded to being the reason that John didn't show up for Gnome 10. I don't know. John says that he had COVID, and that was the reason why he wasn't able to make Gnome 10. I was so glad to see Smack post videos of all of the battlers getting tested with the rapid tests. So whether he had it or not, he didn't at the time of this battle. I'm not really sure if either one of them used the same rounds that they had prepared for each other for the Gnome 10 event. Either way, I personally had John for the win. I'm not even going to front. John fucked up my bracket because I definitely had him winning the battle going into this event, and Ill Will completely surprised me. Like, to see him super aggressive on John's heels, like no space, no nothing, just straight bars the entire 3 rounds. It was very refreshing. I think Ill Will wanted us to put some respect on his name, yo. Like, he was really fed up. He was, I guess, you could tell he was frustrated that the battle didn't go down the first time when it didn't happen. And I guess he showed and proved today why he was so upset, because he had some shit for John. And yeah, he won that battle 3-0. No debate, no question, no nothing. As bad as I wanted to give it to John, because normally he is so hard to beat. Like, John is known for being a roadblock in niggas' careers. And then Ill Will had that slightly debatable battle with 40 Cal. And I don't even think that should have been debatable. I think that's what kind of disappointed me and had me giving, well, I won't say that's the only reason, but that's one of the reasons that I was giving the battle to John. Because I'm like, if you struggled with 40 Cal, or you made it slightly debatable with 40 Cal, then John is going to wash you. Well, Ill Will shut all that shit up. All that shit up. John attempted to use the angle that 40 Cal presented about the baby. And again, Ill Will reiterated that it's not his baby. So that's kind of like an empty angle. Yet and still, some people use it, and it can be effective. I think it was slightly effective when it came to Ill Will, and that's what made, when it came to 40 Cal, and that's what made their battle kind of debatable. But coming from John, I think he kind of diffused that and used it to his advantage. Kept right on going through his rounds and just steamrolled John the entire battle. So I gave it, once again, I gave it to him. That was a gentleman's 30. It wasn't a straight body or a clean body, but it definitely was a gentleman's 30. Okay, next was Gichi Gotti and Charlie Clips. Now, Gichi Gotti is the 2-time champion of the year, rightfully so, because he has been doing his thing on a consistent basis, and he doesn't really fuck up. So you gotta respect that. He came in the game and has been bodying niggas left and right. Now, Charlie Clips, in my opinion, he's more of an entertaining battle rapper. Like, he's good for a couple laughs, a few haymakers here or there, but mainly Charlie is all right with the jokes. Gichi came into this battle super aggressive, like talking his shit. He just seemed really pissed off, and I didn't understand why. At the end of the battle, they dapped and hugged it out and all of that. So seemed like there was some respect and camaraderie amongst them. But listen, Gichi had his game face on. He was talking shit. He was very disrespectful. But this disrespectful Gichi, I like. I won't even front. I really like disrespectful Gichi. Charlie Clips kind of stumbled and choked. And he recovered well, only because he's very good at freestyling and doing that type of thing. But yet and still, I think that was the one and only choke of the night, but it wasn't really a choke because he was able to recover well. So it was more like a stumble, but it did happen. Either way, there goes another gentleman's 30 and to Gichi. He won the battle without question. You can tell he has a lot of respect for Charlie Clips, which I'm glad to see that. A lot of times we have rookies that come in and they just don't have any respect for the vets. Not that they should. I feel like they should, but you know, they don't really have to. But it was good to see that there is some respect amongst them. Or Gichi does have respect for Clips and his tenure in the game. Yet and still, he knows he's solidified as one of the, if not top tier, soon to be top tier battle rappers in battle rap. And he wasn't gonna let Charlie Clips' stature in the culture overtake him. And I can respect that. Now, the thing that was confusing to me is the fact that the fans gave the battle to Charlie Clips. Like, you just can't beat this nigga, even when you beat this nigga. That was the part that was tripping me out, because I'm like, how did the fans give this battle to Charlie Clips and Charlie Clips clearly did not beat Gichi? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. How y'all say it, I'm not gonna hold you. Charlie Clips didn't beat Gichi. But according to the fan vote, he did. So take from that what you will. Hopefully you catch it when it drops on the app and you get to see for yourself. But either way, I personally gave the battle to Gichi Gotti. Next up was Remnitty and Reed Dollaz. Now, so many people were giving this battle of the night. I think that was a bit premature, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Now, Remnitty was all right. He kind of jerseyed, but didn't jersey his first 2 rounds. He ended them kind of short, it was a little awkward, but his rounds were just okay. Reed was swinging every round. Like, I guess, you know, he's been in the game 15, 20 years. So with that type of experience and being comfortable, coming from the battling on street corners and in smaller rooms to on bigger stages, and then, you know, not battling so frequently or if at all, one would expect him to have an amount of ring rust or, you know, just to not be at the top of his game. But he shut all of that down with that performance tonight. I personally gave him the battle 3-0. Now, Remnitty didn't get washed, so to speak, but Reed did his thing, and he definitely deserved that win. It was good to see him back into battle rap and killing shit immediately. So I'm excited to see his next battle. Verb and 40 Cal. Now, this was supposed to be the battle for the king of the Midwest. And I was interested to see it because I really like Verb. He's different. Island God is so different. Vegan Verb is different. And I like it. I feel it. He's definitely different from the Verb with the waves. And not 40 Cal, sorry. Calico and Verb. I know y'all gonna kill me about that one. But Calico has always been one of my personal favorites just because he talked that street shit, and like a lot of us can identify with that type of battle rap. It just has a realness, a different feel to us. So I personally, this wasn't one of my favorite battles of the night. Kind of got lost amongst a lot of the other battles that did happen. But either way, I did give it to, I keep wanting to call this man 40 Cal. Forgive me, Calico. I keep wanting to call him that. I gave it to Calico 2-1. That was that on that battle. Not too much to talk about. But in my opinion, battle of the night was B Dot and T Top. Bar none. These guys put on a true classic for the culture. I mean, T Top is known to come with it. He's very bar heavy. He is a great angler. He's in that pocket and does what he does very well. And B Dot, what can you say about B Dot? He has bars, angles, metaphors, schemes. He's just a well-rounded battle rapper. And I normally like a lot of his conscious material, but yet and still, I personally thought T-Top was going to handle B-Dot. Listen, this was a classic back and forth battle. When I tell you everybody was so excited watching this battle, even down to the battlers, down to the league owners, down to the hosts, everybody felt like this was just a classic, and it most definitely was. Listen, if you haven't paid your $8 for the URL app, if you missed this battle, you most definitely want to catch it. I'm sure B-Dot's third round is going to go viral. No question. I would be surprised if it didn't. That one line, listen, my 10-year-old came running back here like, you okay? I was in here going crazy. B-Dot said something like, if you don't respect black women, how the fuck you gonna raise one? Listen. And he stayed in that scheme talking to this nigga. Oh, man. Obviously, I gave the battle to B-Dot. I gave it to him 2-1. I personally say the second and the third, I gave to B-Dot. The first, I might have edged to T-Top. I have to watch it again. I don't like calling rounds without watching the battle for a second time, because you always miss something. When you just watch something one time, you always miss something. So just our first watch, I gave the battle to B-Dot 2-1. Classic battle. If anything, I'm mad I didn't go just to be able to watch this battle and, of course, the last one. But, yeah, dope showing from both of them. And now, mind you, T-Top is supposed to be battling Swamp next. So, yeah. I've been interested to see that one. But me watching T-Top perform against B-Dot in the way that he did, it was just like, yeah, bro, Swamp better step his shit up. If this is the T-Top he gonna face, I'm a little scared for Swamp. You know, I love me some Swamp. Like, Swamp is a Carolina dude. I'm a Carolina girl. And, Swamp just brings something different. He's got that authentic Carolina feel. But Top was in his bag. And like I said, I'd be a little scared for Swamp if he faced this Top. So I need him to be writing. Don't you do that. Twerk, Swamp. No. We need you to come with some shit, because T-Top acted up. Now, in the comments of the Caffeine app, Even Swamp had to say, you know what, this was a dope ass battle. Dope battle. And I'm glad to see him give bro his respect, because that's one thing you can't take away from somebody is their talent. You can try, but you come across as a hater. And I was so glad to see Swamp say, you know what, this was dope. Y'all both did a wonderful job. Because it's true. They both showed out. They both did an incredible job. Now, the final battle of the night ended up being Kayshawn versus Chess. Now, everybody had to be pleasantly surprised that Chess did not choke. You heard correctly. He did not choke. He did a great job. Now, I personally had Kayshawn for the win, and I have been a huge champion of Chess. Now, granted, my first battle that I watched of his was him versus Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock has always been one of my personal favorites. And when Chess faced Tay-Rock, I was just like, yo, this little nigga, he is something. He is something else. His showing against Arsenal, he was super aggressive. When he started his first, I think Chess went first. Yeah, Chess went first. When he started his first round and was all in Kayshawn's face. Now, y'all know Kayshawn don't be liking that extra aggressive shit. All in Kayshawn's face. And then he says in Kayshawn's face, well, basically in his ear, barking. And he says, I'll eat your food. I think that was when they were about to fight the first time, it was because he said that. And Kayshawn didn't take too kindly to him saying that. Now, in this smaller room, Chess said again the same thing and was like, nigga, is nobody here to break it up. Y'all see he not acting up because there's nobody here to break it up. I love the fact that this little nigga is always with the shits. Call me dysfunctional, whatever. But, you know, he talks his shit and he stands on that. And I can respect it. I love that. Now, Kayshawn, it was like a big brother talking to his little brother. Kayshawn, of course, that energy, that aggression, those bars, angle schemes, all of that he brings to every single one of his battles, he brought to this one. And he most definitely talked to Chess all 3 rounds. Like, he just brings a different type of energy. And I was telling people, like, Kayshawn, a lot of people need the gas in the room. And some people are the gas or are the explosion. They just have that explosiveness about them. And Kayshawn definitely is a dynamic performer. He showed that tonight. The nigga had to turn around and smack like, yo, ain't it supposed to be quiet in here? They were going crazy in that room. So, yeah. Now, did I tell y'all? Yeah, I think I told y'all I gave B-Dot the win 2-1. If not, then now you know. Now, when it came to Kayshawn and Chess, I gave Kayshawn the win, 3-0. It wasn't a washing. It wasn't a body. But he most definitely won 3 solid rounds against Chess. Now, Chess had a commendable performance. He kind of stumbled in the first. Like, you know, he's got that whole choking, throwing up thing. And I think that's just personally from watching some of his We Go Hard battles, where he didn't do all of that when he was younger. I don't know what it could be, but I would assume it's related to, you know, nerves or anxiety, something like that. So it happened very briefly, but he was able to get right back into his material. Huge props to Chess for that. Overall, the whole event was solid. I was so glad to see the format change, to see the way that it was presented changed. Like, I don't know, Gnome was kind of weird how they tried to do the cameras moving around the battlers. Just the ambiance was a bit different, and it felt really theatrical with Gnome 10. This battle had more of, I know it took place inside of a building, but yet and still it kind of still had that streetish feel with the brick walls, whatever that was behind them. And then, of course, their peers behind them. I thought that was really dope. It was intimate, but still it gave us that kind of street feel. Overall, this event was dope. Smack enjoyed himself. You could obviously tell. so glad you guys have been putting on for us during this quarantine. We've needed some dope content, and y'all continue to provide that. And I'm grateful. I hate I didn't pull up on the event because it would have been nice to get some great interviews directly after the battles. Nonetheless, I'll try my best not to miss the next event, especially when I've been personally invited. Yeah, so there goes that. I finally got you guys another video. I know it's been quite some time, but like I said, I've had a lot going on in my personal life. Not that any of that matters because I'm still always watching battles. I don't miss an event. So it's just been, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm back on my job, y'all. So I'm looking a little rough, getting ready to lay it down for the night. I wanted to go ahead and get this done and submitted before I did that. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the different battles that were on the card. How did your bracket go? Like I said, John messed up my bracket. I think out of everybody, no, John and Top. And I can't even be mad at T-Top because he did a great job. But B-Dot's third, something else. Classic third. You've got to check this event out. The first time it becomes available, like, you definitely want to check this one out. If you ain't paid your $8, pay your $8 or download Caffeine. Smack Saturdays, 4 o'clock. Every Saturday. You want to catch these events. They are free. If you haven't downloaded Caffeine, like, what are you doing? You can't be a real fan of the culture and not be watching these battles. So if you haven't downloaded Caffeine, for one, I'm disappointed in you. For two, get the app subscription if you don't have it. For three, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what y'all think below. I'm out of here. Time for me to go to bed. Have a good night.